Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Total Extreme Wrestling 2016 Developers Journal / Dev Diary. We are here on March the 10th. Did I remember the date? I remember the date. There's no particular. I'm reading that, not what I should be doing. Anyways, let's get to the Dev Diary. We're still on page 2. Down all the way here. Singles title in tag matches. New to the game this year is the ability to have singles title put on the line in tag team bouts. If used, the title will change hands if the current holder is beaten, i.e. the person taking the fall, being won by the person who beat them. So the current champion has to take the fall to lose the title. The title does not change hands if someone other than the champion gets beaten unless the title was vacant. This allows some real world situations to be simulated. Cool. I don't know how much I'll use this. I rarely ever think of, I'm going to put this single title on a tag match, mainly because I can't. I know I can't, but also because I really don't care to do that much. Like, none of the stories I tell in game work with that. But if they did, I feel like the current holder shouldn't have to be beaten. It's like a triple threat match or a fatal 4-way. The champion doesn't have to be beaten to lose the title. More titles per match. The number of titles allowed per match has been upped from 2 to 3. This allows, for example, the tag team champions to defend against 2 singles champions. Cool. That is cool. Again, I probably won't use it that much, but when I do, I'm glad it's there. And the fact that you can now change from 2 to 3 means that you can have a triple threat match with 3 titles on the line. So, yeah. Player's Handbook. I already alluded to this in a reply in the discussion thread, but work has been done to make it TEW 2016 as user-friendly as possible in terms of explaining how things work. The primary source of this is the Player's Handbook. This is found in the office and replaces the Booker's Advice button. This works as an in-game help file, divided up into topics, giving detailed explanations about the mechanics. Unlike its predecessor, this is less about general tips and more about precise details. For example, in the angle section, it gives specifics on how many minutes angles need to run to allow workers to benefit from them, what skills the different rated on categories use, and how workers' popularity is altered by them. The idea behind them, the idea behind this is to address as many of the questions that crop up in the small questions thread as possible. As everything is divided into topics, it should be easy to navigate straight to your answer if you have something specific in mind. The reason we've moved the help file in-game rather than the more traditional external document is that not only is it easier to get to, but it means it can be updated via patches very easily. So if any new questions appear, or if there's something that people are finding unclear, a new topic or more detailed answer can be patched right in. As well as the handbook, there are also more question mark buttons than ever before to explain specifics. And many of the road agent notes that seem to confuse people have had their descriptions beefed up to be explicit about what their pros and cons are and how they should be used. Again, this includes specific, like exactly how many minutes you need / can't exceed in order to get bonuses or avoid penalties. Alright. I don't like the player's handbook. Straight up, I don't like it because I feel like the game isn't supposed to be, oh, I'm having trouble doing this. Let me go to this help file and tells me exactly how to do it and how to book it. Like, no, like you should experiment on your own. Like, maybe you don't know that you need 6 minutes in an angle to get both skill and pop gains, or to always not get this angle is too short, because sometimes you can get you don't get a too short penalty in a 5-minute angle or a 4-minute angle or whatever. But and then you get a higher rating because of it. Maybe you don't know that and you're trying to figure it out. I mean, yes, it's kind of like weird, but that's why we have the small questions thread for people who can't figure out what to do. We have a thread just for them so that they can ask questions and people can answer them. I just don't like the player's handbook that's like, I mean, I know I'm not going to use it because I don't like it. like to experiment with things, and I like to go in the small question thread and find out what I need to find out if I need to find it out. Like if it's really frustrating me, like something about like specific, or if I just forget like specific angle times, which I haven't ever really since I've learned them, so that's good. But I just don't think it's necessary. Like, yeah, it's cool, but it's just fixing a few people who fixing a problem for a few people who I feel are just too lazy to go find something else, to go search through the forums and find it out, or find it out for themselves. And uh, I just don't like it. I like the game where it's like convoluted and confusing. A game where it's easy to learn but tough to master. And when you get a player's handbook in, it becomes easy to master. And I don't like games like that. I like games that you can learn easily so that you can get into them. But you can't go in day one and become, like, you can't go in day one, read the player's handbook, and become a master of the game, which you can with this game now. And I do not like that. Anyways, leave your comments down below if you like the player's handbook or not. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of TEW 2016 Developers Journal / Dev Diary. Bye.